Today we are going to discuss a very important topic. Yebeka sebe adwenimuka ana ya abodam ana so obi adwenimu atosi ho asem aya eye spiritual ana ye bibi no obi ahwi ana wanom ana soso se eye obema bi a wadi oba bi hwam ana bema bi a oba bi a wadi obema bi ehwam na ate afa na adwenim na so obema bi na adi hwam na afa wadwenim adan mema ne se bi wo krom so baby so na adi hwam a omabu ewo krom enti eye honhom bi ene taye kire yesi obi anum weed obi ahwehwe bibi ama na adwene mu aka eye honhom bi na taye kire obi ahwe mfie bebrebe oda so te ase obi ko hwe bia na ne fie ye ka ne sa abefom de omo ho agim eno ene ye topic no ende sebe adwene mu yare adwene mu ka abodam eye honhom bi ene taye kire ana ye sinto ene ye beto aye nwokwan so ana ye de ye na ye boro ya dwene so na ya dwene etefa so eno ene ye topic no ende wudi bomubo ni tefu a ene ye ka abodam ho asem midinya ede Maame Grace safe na wa dane wa fidie no ato ha unhwerehwe afe na me ba be introduce me guest no me wo guest no wa ha omo de omo no mo ka se ye rolly cameras ana ye rolly camera ye nya ready cry be rolly ama mo maka chonkofo omo tina platform we so emre bia omo pe omo ye permanent wa ha omo bada omo pe na ye rolly ene omo discuss Mystic Twins. I welcome you.
Thank you.
Muka se nezumi hu Mackenzie ni na Maame ni e wade amede hweme nkwam secret e mamu akwa aba enne me wo doctor ni a wakwadare e wo wasuade o ne de ne nye doctor na obi so mo wo ye doctor obi sa ne se wo ye herbal doctor wo ye medical doctor ana ye book doctor na ogina ho hwe wanim o ye nre doctor we de doctor papa medical doctor me wo no wo ahanom so doctor Mema wakwaba at the bar Revelations. So you are watching Revelations today. We are discussing madness. Omo mo abodam nam kromu shentade omo no mo doso. Maame. Eya nkofo no weed. No mo hwehwea ba ko no me nhyeda ni ho idea nti. Omo hwehwea sa niama no ana obi agyaye obi aware na akọ wrong na etefa so a. Sebio mo na munim huhu mu niama. Na munim abayisem. Aya abayifo ka ho ana mo na mo ye.
There is a phrase that they put it this way: we are mortal beings living a spiritual life, but in reality the context should read like we are spiritual beings living a mortal life. I'm sure there's a doctor here and you testify to that. They just don't accept these facts, but the reality of it, we cocaine, you soon I from Salamanders. Ibiti gem, omuti wi, cigarette, a DBF jambiam, almost one to take cocaine, the leaf herba, we know what the cocaine never in. So as soon as we bitim, a home will be under your pay. Send our home be bojano, it be sweet pinjot, a tree, it is sniffy cocaine. Ain't no, and young one, be as soon as come. You could do members will be up. Now the corner, the ama would do physical body, and share a din when your ma, if it's not glorifying God. Now the corner demonizing, and the best I need doing ya. Now if you can see we yet. Legalize we Ghana no, but go for brain cocaine to keep themselves active. Me in car say we cocaine and on we no man and on your focused. But Ubia and a Yamano, it be so Adriano, in any yarn all the same level. It be the nightmare. It's in the bigger crave can one. The substances in the can one. Now yes no red knuckle than black knuckle than it. Ubia soon some swaha. We can we are compared to get to Abadam. We saw we sa if you ever not it. Kumasakwara so estate me police for the fan, or you might be 70 years, so I no kind of graphic, no shilling tampy. Police for the fan, no police station. No, we did all counter back was police in the command and about said the answer. Papa, the old movie, I bet you was a day. Or say, Miss you, we are, Masu Nipa. Miss you, we are, Masu Nipa. Because for a known level, no, or she we are, or the kind of graphic at the fan wandering, and Via Brabum. And so, teenager, you are shit, not second fork, Bibishan, or could you be phone, or could you be car upon a Juma Okufi. And you know, a draining dream baby. Your funny being count. Soon yadina. Your funny being count because we biano. Soon to me, soon woman nam. Quantif your money nam. We are team boo baby. Emma be a foul, not a chrono. I bet over Camille, not a so. Nothing, and I bet abuse over 2 months in time. Why, yes, I didn't want to internet. And it's not just for drugs. Even sex can be something that I did with me doing. It will be
home to me, didn't who Jim?
Home to me, PM. spirits bibia baby omuti wura technology machines
bibia anti Mackenzie obi wo hono ma hunhun bi betimi apiapia ne se konom koshe o mpe ne ho asemote ne baabi na spirit no atimi akosra ne se meti he so se konom na ene si so
dabi ye wasem bi se nyakopo nim ne obedi no china. That's a lie. Because angels, demon push ya osisi ama me grace shia wa de obetime hu afa ho from the experience on nipa nante to nim how your behavior and how you act when or the idea we show in someone or say no be act but soon be no we are not even yankopon oba de bo so nya sase de betime hu trimpo say me tie me betwe shotgun dia bodoka soon be no wetu hu we as yankopon ponim but metime reading say no I don't know then sofa no sa
adwene no
na demon spirits nya tie nti obi no to kwa Maame se brafie open school SS ni brafie memfa nkofa na afofo menko ese ya sunsun betu se anoma edo akotena get to se konum wi wo hwe bibi e wo TV so wo tie num bi wo hwe akatafo apremafo bi awmo hyehye amana yefe wo hwe ne bi television everything wo hwe na ni wura wadwin mu nti no beka say okay Maame try paper graphic na sha share dey now your pictures obi won fashion buta o dey say keke afi na graduate no share ni promise yenko get to numwei obi won so won shibi but tena omumu ti wu se ni ko numu no you can pay big deal ya na for no ankasa koto no ankasa tena fi no twitwa no osua na afi no wate awuram yeso wabodam o the week obo na no wabodam enso nipa no ono an de nan nipa dua na ankasa sunsun bia anhye no na okotena na TV ni on ekohwehwe the things that influence I won't say hip hop but lifestyle bi kwa abonti ya ne fe akatafo say scamming life bi drought chance you afena ko pie wi nipa bia no to pe ono ade ne pe e be sori aka se na me to kwa na me sha ase se me ko no wi da bi nipa dia no pe ansa na sunsun no e be ba ewura
nti eye anamontu a wo betu no na honhom na nya ho kwan ababa ewurem se mete ase a o ma ho kwan a na ababa ewurem nti ontumi hye fort so me wura hu fa wo nya doctor wesua de bebre mu ye a whole lot mu hu sicknesses do you believe in spiritual things do you think nyamani bi wo hu ase we de enye me wo yo so fa nka baka se we de enye biblical we de enye biblical na wehu bibi sa like wehu bibi ehu se ade we die bayifo bi komfo tatu am bi tayechire ebi ato sada
ana ebi obeka se we de enye medical ase enye hospital ase but anyway I want to say that it's very good say you are discussing this and in Revelations in the sense that there are a lot of misconceptions out there about the causes of mental illnesses. Like you just said, that what people know outside is that for somebody to be mentally ill, then it is 3 causes. Either the person is taking substance, cannabis, tramadol, cocaine, alcohol, whatever it is. 1. 2, broken heart. Then 3, a fearful spirit. It's fearful spirit. Those are the 3 misconceptions people see as the causes of mental illnesses. But in reality, this is what I want to say, that science has advanced so much that right now we have been able to understand and learn the makings and makeup of our mind. 10, maybe 100, 200 years ago, if something is happening to a woman and the baby, a pregnant woman, and then the baby passes, they are going to associate it to spiritual forces. But ABR, it was just the folic acid and then the fesolates, and that was what caused anemia and then caused a miscarriage. And I said, now she was pregnant in the early stages, and oye ejumade and akolano
or lifting nyama
in a BPA. But right now, with the advancement of science, we've been able to understand the physiology of mental illnesses. And like they were rightly saying, it is not true that you would say that this person has a particular issue and that it is the spirit that has caused that. We don't have anything of that sort. The spirit can perpetuate it. And I believe in spirit because I am a spirit being. I believe in spirits and I'm a spirit being. But like Mackenzie was saying, it is not the spirit that would move you and say, go and smoke. It is not a spirit that will tell you that kofa tramadol. No, it is the being. It is the person and the environmental factors that account for that. He spoke about some of these environmental factors, and I don't want to get into that, like watching TV, listening to music, certain type of music, and all those kind of things. Those are the things that push people to want to try. Then they keep trying, and then it develops into an addiction where they cannot stop whatever they are doing. So now, I take it then, we have two people who are both smoking cannabis. Obi ashesa 10 years, 20 years. Adentina ono they one board down. But me they makoshe 5 years and I may board down.
It been for 2 days.
2 days now I board down. And that brings us to the genetic makeup of the person, hereditary factors of the particular person. So a bimu ohonomono, that's what we will say in our local parlance. We say we know and geno. So we have that because the biological makeup of my Grace would be different from the biological makeup of me. And so when you take it, this is
I don't know can I say obi spirit yedin obi spirit nyedin ade bi wo ho a
so obi say funny face osha the biological what he's saying is very low until bibi sa ko kana eko click bia na amad na
emotional ate afiso ontumi imbalance
na fe no onye stable bibia
ade na me pese mi hu ni se nka doctor betimi aka cha me say cases ni bo ahwa atimu se we de ade we pa de Bible mu ambem.
Yes.
O medical books no so ambem. Na we dey free esoro ho baby.
Yes. And so that's the explanation that he was trying to give, that it is about the person and the being. So we have some people, so ebia we now wafano, and I say something has happened, what we call them stresses of life. So they are stresses of life, and these stresses of life could be positive or negative stresses. So if you hit or you get a negative stressor, for instance, Mako Wia Nibibi, and because Michael Wia Nibibi, no, he is so traumatized to the extent that now, because I have stolen the car, the person cannot move or the person cannot do whatever the person has been doing with the car. And this particular person has a particular latent, what in medicine we call it, cognitive dysfunctions, cognitive distortions. So with that particular trauma, it will then trigger a certain emotional feeling that would bring about the depression, that would bring about the anxiety, that would bring about the psychosis.
Now, you are watching Revelations. Me, I investigate things. I have things to do with spiritual things. Na me dem investigate madness. Me dem timi hu se abayisem wom. Mackenzie, wo see madness de ekeka read nyina mba nti se sie pa ameti hoi. Na se me fa me hu example. Na se Anita ba Jimmy kunu. Na me de na ba mo ho. Se dwuma so ba yi di aye me pa de. Mon yeni bibi na onja mi kuma me na mun ebi ntimi ntimi ye onyini ho. Eno sa madness no is it not spiritual?
It's spiritual.
So what do we call that? How do we define that?
Okodi obi kunu. Okodi obi ga abo no ho ka. Te ho akatua na onya.
Hwe anya wo ye ni bibi asa abodam ne ba yo.
Suzu nyuma de be. There is Anita de ba ye.
Wanye ne ye de a. Mo de ba se.
Mama na pota you ane de mekona gusu ne de Maame get picture na to so.
Me picture. Anita de to so. Na wa twi ama akona ni ase.
Ono ane betwi amara ko ni ase. Ono ye de mediator. Wona wonu asem de waye.
Na me go fresh spirit no. Boso na whatever no. But ono de betwi ade no ono be cast spell no.
Me ba sa de we won kwaso pa. Mbaba wana aba na omu di nkrofo kun echi ne. A lot of married women no Oma ye traumatized. Omo ti dem fie ho ba oma bodam.
So omo fonti.
Inti no omo
tu anamo. Na ka de sebe ne sebe ye de o se ye si abe fonti de menchen. Asofu so betimi aye ne ma fita nkwantana ne ma bia ya ma soja gunu so anadwo. Oto na nakoma di ni primprim ko bi kunu bi.
No okoda.
But e kwara no so wan ben.
Nkwara so aben.
On ko bi kunu ko abra no se. On ne yira tena say 4-5 years. O ko no aben. Tenu ukunu chinya tena say ma. Ohun say yikura ofi.
Why dani ado e?
Tomo mbe kwa kle kwa koja ba no meji ukunu utwumu tan.
nti no
afini e pedis
obia ben you know obia akora na obaji ukunu no kyese bibia bitu shebi
o ye Kristo ni abenhu wo Yesu mu ate entina wonom na
ene bele ka
ene bele ka e ho de ben ni bi ni ho
esa be ma no na join sis
ayo onam na aye ne tete
ojo akosia fa adwum efi efre
this thing that we are talking about the drugs the broken hearted the hipa na ema nkrofo oboda sabe o ma adwene mu ka and why
So that's why I was trying to explain that it's dependent on the individual and the amount of stress.
Obetimi. So the eye na ya mo record pa.
So in the medical setting, you see there are a whole lot of things. The ones that we usually see with regards to when you come to mental illness, there are like 1,001 mental illnesses. So with that, different and it varies. It is not as a result of a life stressor. It is not as a result of broken heart. For instance, we have bipolar affective disorder, mania. We have depression.
I know. We have anxiety after delivery, no they go through those things.
Exactly.
But this one, may capitalize on the only things now you discuss. When you say you be kwa bipolar ne hwan na chese ye ko school force ye nye ready ye pese ye fitin asem na ni ase wo hu asem bi ye obi adwene afo se obi na awo no huhu mu panie bi e na ate afa
so eno na me say eno no de me nim ho
hu bi da
me hu bi
ana mpese oka
no enye se me mpese me nkan but when they come omo basa no a ye tutu omo
can pain no wo se pain ni timete fa so a na many pa na ye depressed o free depressed na wa climate na age prada age nsamu so what you say sometimes na unim say ye nyina ye de bi kura koto places say duro so ya bomb chain ni ade we believe so much say a spirit bi e na akowura nipa no adwene mu nti na me de sha makanzi mu so omo na so obi de obi ku a obi akodi obi ku echi kakra omo ni bone fatenti no ma awo ayo ne meko na nipa na te na wakogina ho na nka me pese mi hu say why experience be once bimpo as a doctor ebi amo minim say mo ye scan ne hwan ebi wa mutumi ye bibie hu say we ye hu cost no at ade no so aye yi ebi esida
yes so in science no ye wo a bibia your friend no idiopathic enti yetimi hu na no in most of them yetimi ka say ebia we ene de bae because your fan history ene ekoye no mental state examination ne bibia ye betimi aka say we na e de bae but ebimi wo hono mo a yes you see idiopathic ye nim dia e de bae say enti say ye nim dia e de bae a
betimi aka say spiritual
no yentimi nka say spiritual because ye nim but say ka say spiritual it means say ye nim say we ene de bae
chese mo de mo kasa based on evidence
nti
say mo nim dia mo nim
ye nim a ye nim nti say ye nim a
say mo kwaje be ye kakra wa hana mo de so
enti ono so Mackenzie mo fon say ebia omo betimi ahu obi a ebia sebe ne ti abom ana se bibisa na o ma ka che ne se we die enye ye dia
enye ye ne ye
ebia omunko hospital and meaning say o ma refer for to psychiatric hospital ne sanema no bi and it happens so it is we ye die no die is based on evidence and scientifically no say if we cannot adduce a cause to it ye ka say ye nim say ye nim so a ye nim
enti doctor wo say no mu nim that is how it happens Maame obi wo ho a onum weed sebe obo adwaman okoda be ma na chi ba na owusu patroti ase obema bi afifie eja na yire ho ma sebe ade na fa na yire tirim ontumi nkofie osi onim ne so nimu wei monsa wom munim hubi mutumi yesa na me
yensanim abefo de papa de sai bone ne nso no bibia mu no wo ye bisansa na asem no wo say okay we ne difo na we ndi bi ansa na bibi won ma obeya wa ye wo kire na asem a wo kan no sunsum timi influence obi sunsum hyewa ade na wo fa no ade wo say na wo dia so hwa obi ani no afa ko sunsum bi hyew one man who came as be show. We could buy Jama Biffy no soon, scale in the Guana stone, our shiny more, or no, but regress are a waste of emotions. Soon, a man who comes soon, control like a puppet. Until noon dawn, and soon, the one a Jamaican for soon, the marine spirits who can unpair Jamaican soon, or pair Jamaican, or only bear man and bear shemwa, or pair on Yana Home free. Until no, you so body no, but they also win your film because who sells so body no, good moving. You need to sit down. Because we be here when at the corner. It's not it's like go beyond the paranormal case. Don't go to the hospital. We don't cause for puna become work on war. As someone who want to buy any who say this is muslim. Ubu on so no end doctor one which was ubu on sexual desire. E osoro. Ubu on German, the German chuma and maybe be power Ghana. It is any pass ano. We call doctor on book bibi no bachelor do bi na na ma wo depression tina ma wo sexual desire na ekoso de bia na TV na behwe bibi a wa hwe Netflix o game de beto bia ka for na beto a Dubai trip na beko anu akọ just to clear your head ko bi won me some people come you look at them 16 17 years the boys be 4 we one hwe na saasi adwaman soro na wasoro keke e na wonya be ma ase soro na wasoro wotete ntino o trans wa ka chene say be ma poforo be ba. Sometimes you have to not like lie in a prophecy way, but you tell them, say, Bema Papa, boy for Beba. As you think, on the Bama waiting 2 months, 3 months, Jai, will be you ever told the Bina Bama Papa, no, I wouldn't know. She knew about my movie. And some of these cases, you need to just let them go to the hospital. When they go there, they feel like they have a problem. Some people don't have a problem, but they think they have a problem. And when someone thinks like that, it's mental. I don't be most spiritual people are arrogant. They refuse to accept that. Oh, we dey bibia no. Mackenzie's office obi timi ba. Na drips is road na hono. Na ma ba. Mackenzie show no say. Dey na ha no. O show no hu say duabo no bi abo no. But duabo na dan duabo no ho a ewie. Madam, fa oba no hospital. Na na nitu nya we twa ahwe. Ohia moja, ohia bibi. Ah, right now 8 was happening no. Duabo na okofa obi ono obi ko ware ye, okwo ye. Ba ko no ko we no ko to aware so mienu ti ba ko na bonu dua. Ama ne moja so say na koma no onya
eno na me pese wo ba mu ni ye hwe no mutumi yesa
onya pressure to ans
duabo
no ebo no ana yesu hu ye no ye fresh so no ye so ni na ana be ko no bo ndua no ye evoke no bai ana betena girl ni mu ana na ma me gina nchen ti asem o ka che ne girl na ka but be ko no bo ndua no am so ye hwan ya o se me ye fia me ye sese je wa sei wo betena mi kunu me na bere 30 years ona be wo ma no wa wo de ye be wo am ya hwe ana sei enti no if you say you can not yes I be force say negotiation ye kura ne pam sunsun say wonko sa because na de no to na wo young girl oba na hu sisi so na wo be gina de a o say ye pata no abefo nko to sa pata panto kwa hono nanso no
pata panto kwa na de ahia bie ho ni mami
obi yo papa mami grace ye papa na me de bone dan no na wo fa chi no hu say o na de o papa na wo ye bobi no de dan no bone a ye adan ne no attack ne ye anaso obi akasa menim tia me ne Mackenzie obi ahwe me sunu me ban odi matem o ha me in a way bi odi matem ogu manim ase
wonya hwe
me yen hwe enti bi ni me gyina nkwanche na adwonso abom ho na wo gwa ho na odwa ho awontin because
ti abodam ni bi mu na mokɔso mo de donso
wo se utimi obitimi show bi keke na no ho
se wo ho na adenti na wo nkasa wo de ekɔ na wo donso sa adonso free na ko mo ni
no ma se obi betwen se ebi asem pretty
I say wari ase obi on pe be ma no but pese ohun so wari no be ma wari no
de pain keke
be ma wari no de ope
enti no obi ono ma anyi bibia be yi ono so be yi bi a sunsun fi bi ono so a bibi kɔ obi ani je no na ade a ma na opese on say
ye no ko cheche ho che be ma no ko ne nko kasa oni nko e free
oni nko dia no na kise wabo from aboni kakra de egu ne so
na weed ne omo num weed no omo so ade ni piepie omo ko
ko ne weed wow super glue nyina
omo so no
super glue nyina
omo de gu handkerchief mu te na mana tse kutaze nose mask no o de yesi
omo ye na abirebe
we
de super glue ye say
super glue de so
nti we wo shepa we nti nya honhom mi na eye nkrofo ise eye honhom
but tripadia na nkasa na ma no kwan ho
sa honhom no ade nti a opese o sei nipa den
why would salamander ono pesa nyema de ja uchi say no uram koba no nya ho kwan nti ono de open no pejamu opene ma ye fiu
ebi ti akoko mo sa akoko bia mo animals mod bi da spirits bi sunsum no sanom so tie obo ade na
go obi ono mo sa bi on so obo ana ne sisi no akọ spirit no o de ne sisi na nante to mo so mo bo na mo balance
mo sisi ni ko we side nti akọ
spirit so asa baba
wonu nsa na akọ spirit be hye wu sisi tia na usisi tia na se insanity wani so na usisi na tia ko
sunsum wo no ma o te fom oba no nam fom so eba ne sisi na odinam o hinyim osa odi asa
ma hu bi da
san ne ma no de omuti ensa sunsum ensa de sunsum bi atim and some beer, especially the expensive ones, prima for the no, one tequila, whiskey, Kasiaka, na dragon be down, then we see perfume and over now, boy be papa or check. All these things they use it to glorify spirits. I call idea a chapa and awesome. Timisanum, National, we no go for be and commodium and I say, and son, you read it all to them and they will see logos and all these signs are there.
Says Garrett, are there as actual smoking causes cancer. They know
so one say member wo back but doctor wo kasa no say ade ni bi wo ho amutumi hear all the investigations that you can go through but still who hwe inti mu hu ade ko na mo ye ne sen what do you tell the people?
Yeah, so in such a situation we have so many different medical specialties. Enti say wo ba me nchen na say mentimi hu a I refer you to another person to go and look at it. And when I refer you to this particular person and that person doesn't know, they refer you to another doctor.
Have you people as doctors referred someone to a fetish priest or a pastor before?
Oh yes. Yes, we do. And especially at the psychiatric hospital. That is where we deal a lot with pastors, herbalists. We deal a lot with spiritual men and things. We deal a lot with them because sometimes in some of these situations, it is just a matter of negotiation. It is just a matter of counseling. Okay. And that is why if you see a lot of pastors, what they actually do scientifically is counseling psychology. That's what they do, counseling psychology.
Okay. Osi ebi wo ho a doctor for no omutimi frɛ pastors herbalist Mackenzie ne mu ne na omo abayi sam ni nyina omutumi from wate mugina ho no men frɛ ni amana de gina ho na ka sa hwi ni ho sa ote doctor ni mpane ahodo da sende ye beto asa nkomo we ya so Bidinya ede Maame Grace na wo share revelation so betimi follow your social media platforms so no Jerome 2020 your Instagram, Facebook Maame Grace and na YouTube so Maame Grace Maame ni Mackenzie omuso mutimi twimeko no bi eyi ne ntoma na sebe na ne to da monte no de na mo no ko na doctor so say omunso omutumi transfer wo saa no akodu Mackenzie mu omu room ho no omu atumu no baby alcohol that's ene ebe to us. Thank you for watching.